Flashgitz.
Just to quickly catch you guys up from last time, we are Flashgitz, but our real names are Tom and Don. For a long time, we just made cartoons for YouTube, but now YouTube hates us. So it's time for us to pull our pants up and become big boys. We're gonna try to write and sell a cartoon show. And that's what this is all about. Last time we talked, we were both really into the idea of parodying fighting games. So we came up with a hero whose son was killed by a stray sonic boom.
Perfect.
So now he's bent on ending fighting by wiping out all the other fighters. But of course that also makes him a fighter. So he's enlisted a homeless man to follow him around so that after he's wiped out everyone else, the homeless man can kill him. Now that we're agreed on this rough idea, today we're gonna talk about who the characters are. And we're back.
What are we doing? I didn't even check.
I guess we should start by looking at the poll.
Oh! How was that?
At the time of this filming, I think it was like 79% stick with the idea, so...
79! That's like 1/5 of people f***ing hate it.
A bunch of people kind of made a good point that maybe we should have made like a bunch of ideas and then pit those together for the first episode, but at this point we've got like 79% people saying stay with this idea, so I don't really know how to tell them, like...
Basically, f*** you 20%. I hear what you're saying loud and clear, Donnie. Loud and clear. Alright, so what are we actually doing?
One suggestion I heard a lot was expand the scope of the show so that you could have just kind of like the most robust world. I guess instead of like contemporary, you'd want to make it sort of near future. And then you could do stuff like androids and like...
I don't think you even need to go like near future for that. Like having played Streets of Rage and it's kind of like... I know 80s is overdone, but like it's faux 80s, like 90s style. Even there was like androids and stuff, you know?
Right, like an alternate universe. And then the military could have cool shit like mechs and stuff.
Yeah, it's like some Metal Gear shit, you know?
Oh, you said you were talking to Jeff about something?
You're gonna go light punch forward, light kick, hard punch some if you catch my drift.
Oh, yeah. He brought up in Tekken, there's like the grandfather, the dad, and the son, right? Maybe the main character was never really interested in street fighting, but he still wanted to support his dad. So the grandpa of the kid, and the grandpa of the kid is just like the typical like, you've gotta be strong. And maybe it was him that sonic boomed the son to death, and the son dies, and the grandfather's like to the main character like, your boy was weak. You didn't train him like I said. It's like this 8-year-old kid. And so like he's got to train to beat his dad too. Just like how your dad used to beat you with a belt. And I reckon you'll probably be really good at beating your kids with belts.
It was a ping pong paddle, actually.
Oh, sorry, ping pong paddle. When you go near ping pong tables, do you have like PTSD?
Well, we didn't even have the table. We just had the paddle.
Just the paddle?
Yeah, I think he like...
To hit you with.
He bought it at like a yard sale or something. I think I was there. And it's actually Father's Day today as of filming this, so
Oh, is it? Thanks, Dad. All memes aside, Don's dad is a fantastic man, and Don would not be the man he is today without that paddle. I think his dad made the right choice. If you were my son, I'd beat the shit out of you too. Alright.
So okay, what is if the guy that killed his son was his dad, what does his dad want? Like why?
Get his son to stop being a p***y.
What is yours?
I think the grandfather just like wants to be the ultimate fighter. the real stereotypical thing, you know?
I guess I just want to see him doing something other than just going around punching like people and demons and stuff.
Maybe he's like trying to build a pile of skulls big enough to reach God and fight him.
Or does he keep his pile of skulls?
It's a great question.
Something I always thought was really funny about like Heihachi, he's like loaded, right? He's like a businessman, he's got all this money, and still all he cares about is like fighting.
Well, okay, what if because a lot of these dumb characters do have like companies and stuff. What if the company he had was kind of like funny and dumb? Like he's really rich from it, but he's rich from like windscreen wipers.
There's got to be like a wax on, wax off joke there somewhere.
There is definitely a wax on, wax off joke. He automated that process. How do window wipers go? Like back and forwards. It's got this sick fighting stance where like.
How is the company in relation to like the son? Is he meant to inherit it or?
The son doesn't care about it.
I guess like even so, the dad could have declared that to inherit his fortune, like to take over the business, he has to beat him in a fight.
Yeah.
And if nobody beats him in a fight,
yeah, you don't get a dime.
And I don't know if like death gets him first, then
death inherits the company.
Yeah, death is definitely an actual person.
Maybe the grandpa can like beat death fairly regularly.
Maybe it's it's obviously his job to show up and try to take the grandfather's soul away, but every time he does, he just gets his ass kicked. He's like tired of doing it, like he doesn't want to do it.
Death is cowed. Beat death to the point where death doesn't want to fight.
So what does Mick Foley? What does Mick Foley want? We kind of know why he's there, but
yeah, we don't want to get sued, so we should change his name to like Thick Moley for now.
It's probably worth pointing out. More than a few people in the comments thought we were like actually trying to have like cartoon literally Mick Foley in the show.
This is this is inspired by
Mick Foley, not actually.
Yeah. So from now on we'll just call him Scratch.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like not just as a placeholder, but like I think his name may actually have to be Scratch.
God, I'm good. All right, so Scratch.
Yeah, what does Scratch want?
Maybe he's training to fight so hard so he can beat homelessness. Homelessness like kicked his ass like one too many times. All he does is leave him with a bottle of booze.
and like lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets and booze.
Well, doesn't he have like he has like a gun, right?
Why can't he just shoot homelessness? I mean, that would be ridiculous. You can't just end homelessness with a bullet, Don.
It's true. It's true. You gotta beat it with your own two hands.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta get those bootstraps and you gotta pull them right up. What if he does have to kill homelessness with some bootstraps? What if he carries bootstraps in his rucksack?
Oh, it's 8 already. Guess we should stop.
Yeah. Alright, so we've been playing with the idea that the Street Fighter that killed the hero's son is actually his dad. Now, the hero's dad is a standard Street Fighter kind of character. He wants to be the ultimate fighter and defeat everybody. To that end, he's building a tower of skulls to the heavens to street fight God. Now, he's also a billionaire from his window wiper company. Ultimately, he wants his son to inherit his company but won't give it up until his son can beat him. Now, real recognizes real, so if death gets to him first, then death can have the company instead. The hero's sidekick, inspired by the amazing and great Mick Foley, is called Scratch. He's following the hero around, secretly observing and learning to fight so he can one day defeat homelessness. It's the goddamn Mona Lisa of show ideas.
You have to London.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pick it back up tomorrow.
Right.
Good luck, man.
Alright, so recently I've been having some weird things going on with my face and legs and arms. I've been kind of getting like numbness down the left side of my face and kind of headaches and stuff. You know, typical, maybe you're gonna die of brain cancer. So I'm in London at the moment, going to see a neurologist to make sure I don't die. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys know much about London, but the trucks here, the vans, just have a mind of their own, you know? Just kind of
crash into people, bridges, Christmas markets. So I've also got to watch out for that as well. Now I know you're thinking, Tom, what does this have to do with show quest? Basically, if I die, this show quest is over. And what I mean by that is, if Don finds someone else to be in my place, then I want you guys to revolt, downvote, complain, petition, boycott, whatever you got to do to make sure Don has the worst possible life. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I always thought Don would die first. So it really makes me sad that I could be the first one to go, because he would have had an excellent funeral speech. So yeah, if I might not be able to go to the States, see Don, which is all part of getting a show made, because when we're out there we can like meet with potential producers and stuff like that. So, oh f***, I went the wrong, here we are, at the doctor's. Right, so on our way back home, basically the neurologist said that it could either be nothing, which would be cool, or inflammation of the brain, or something similar to multiple sclerosis. The thing is though, is that I'm supposed to be going stateside on Thursday, right? My MRI is scheduled for Tuesday. The doctor will look at it Wednesday, so I don't know, it's just cutting it a little bit close.
So hey guys, whether or not Tom lives or dies, we have another panel coming up at RTX in Austin, Texas, and that's on the weekend of the 7th. If you're in the area, it's a f***ing cool convention, but if you can't make it out, we'll be re-streaming it with our Twitch channel, and you can find that at twitch.tv/Flashgitz. We also stream during the week, cartoons, show quest stuff, tutorials, guests, so you should check us out Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 5 EST. In lieu of Tom probably dying this week, we only really had time for one writing session, and we didn't see a really good place to put anything significant to a vote. In any case, we'll do our best to have a vote in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys on Twitch.